That's your soul saying, oh.
Hello beautiful souls, thank you for joining me today for this beautiful channeled message from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I do hope that you're all well and that you're staying focused, believing and trusting in that deep inner knowing, that unexplainable love that is within you. So my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you've come across this reading, but as I'm doing it, we're in the energies of the global solstice and the full moon in Capricorn. So the energies are intense. During these times, we do feel ultra sensitive. We're triggered more easily. The confusion, the doubt and the fear comes in strong. So I do hope that you are taking good care of yourself. Self-care is crucial at this time, so you can remain in your truth, staying focused, believing and trusting in that deep inner knowing, that unexplainable love that's within you. And preparing to do this reading, I'm feeling very anxious, more anxious than normal. So I feel that this Divine Masculine that I'm picking up on is very anxious about expressing themselves. So I'm very interested to see what's going to come through. So I'm going to use the Divine Masculine Honesty and Realizations, this beautiful deck that Sandra created, to see what wants to be expressed. I'm having to clear my throat quite a few times as well. So there is fear definitely coming through, throat chakra activation, and there is a lot that wants to be said, but there's anxiety about what this Divine Masculine wants to share. I'm going to use some other decks and I'll show you them as I'm using them. But yeah, let's get on and do this reading. Thank you so much to all of you for the love and support that you give me. I'm so very grateful to each one of you. And if you would like extra support on your awakening journey, on your twin flame journey, I am offering readings. And if you would like to work with me, I am offering one-to-one sessions. My email is zoealigningwithmysoul@gmail.com. So this Divine Masculine is definitely anxious. Why are you anxious, Divine Masculine? What is it you're afraid to express? And what is it you want to express to your Divine Feminine in this moment? And it really is so special listening to these readings in this moment, because it helps you, it makes things clearer for you, Divine Feminines, of what's going on within you, what it is that you're facing within you, because you're one energy and one soul. It helps you understand what's going on with this physical person. You can hear the fear coming through in my throat, and it helps you understand on a deeper level of what this journey is all about, because it is very intense and it is very deep, because it's a journey of self. So what's coming through, Divine Masculine? Universe. I'm calling upon the universe and asking for help. I trust that the universe will bring us back together again at the right time. So I'm asking for help. I'm feeling so overwhelmed, tired from everything, all the things that I'm facing within myself. I'm missing you, and I'm actually asking the universe, God, higher power, to help me to make the right decisions so we can be together, Divine Feminine. It's causing me a lot of anxiety, and but it's pushing me to actually know that I am good enough, that I am worthy to receive this help from the universe. So beautiful messages home. With you, I know without a doubt that I have found my home. I'm coming back home to you. I am coming back home to you, but I'm asking for help of how I'm coming back to you, Divine Feminine. I knew the very first time that we were connected again in the 3D, in the physical, that I'd found my home. I felt so comfortable. I felt whole and complete. I felt alive. I felt things that I've never felt before. And I'm so anxious about how this is all going to happen. And that's why I'm asking for this help from the universe. But I know that you're my home. And I just want to get back to you. So beautiful messages and very heartfelt messages from this Divine Masculine. I feel like this death separation, actually, Somebody help me. And that's why they've been pushed to ask, to talk to God, to the universe, signs. Many things that remind me of you are constantly happening to me and around me. It's rather magical. We are truly meant to be. Do you see the signs as well? They want to know if you see these signs and synchronicities. And that's what you want to know as well, Divine Feminines. Because you think it's just you that are seeing these signs and you're receiving this guidance. Your Divine Masculine sees the signs and synchronicities. They see your initial, they see the numbers, they hear the music, and magical things happen where they say to themselves, well, you just can't make it up. They know that that is the universe speaking to them, that God is speaking to them, and giving them that guidance to help them get back home to you. It's confirming with what they already know when they're seeing these signs. But they're very curious if you're seeing these signs as well. So this Divine Masculine may not know what's going on with you. They can't see what you're up to, and that really triggers them at times as well, I would say. But they want to know everything. They want to know what you're experiencing and what you're going through in this preparation. So yeah, that's the anxiety that's coming through about how it's all going to happen, how they're going to get home to you. And they're seeing these signs that's helping them. And when they're feeling so low, when they're feeling alone in the darkness, that is them being so blessed, even though it is in disguise, because it's pushing them to open their heart up to themselves and to God, to the universe, to ask for this support, this guidance, and it's coming through. They're receiving this guidance, it's showing up. So this Divine Masculine is very in tune, and the crown chakra is opening up. This connection with God, with higher power, is getting very, very strong. And divine timing. The universe has got us when it comes to our love. We will be together again in the right divine timing, yeah. So they're trusting in divine timing, but feeling a little bit impatient at this time. Sorting a lot of things out, and some days it feels as if this isn't ever going to happen. So they're being forced to trust in themselves and in divine timing, and they want you, they're reassuring you, don't give up. Ask God, the universe, to help you with patience, to be content, to trust in what you already know, and that we are going to be together in divine time, in divine feminine. But yeah, I'm feeling this impatience because I do want it to be all sorted out. But there is things that I am still working through within myself. And with, that said wisdom, vision. I want you to know that I'm focused on the vision of having a wonderful life with you, and I'm working towards this every day. But I'm very frustrated, Divine Feminine. I'm very frustrated because I know that everything is going to work out in the long run, but I want it to be now. I want to get on and have this new life with you. But I am still working on facing things within myself, and there's lots of things that I'm sorting out outside of me as well. But everything that I'm doing, every action that I am taking is towards our future, for this great life that we're going to spend together. So I am taking responsibility, and I am doing everything to become the best version of myself and to remove things that I am no longer aligned with. So we can be together and have this great adventure. I'm holding that vision. I am using my third eye. And at times it is very hard to hold the vision, to use my third eye, because in the 3D, in the physical, there's so much that's going on around me, so much chaos, and I do get distracted. So I am making time to go out in nature, to be with myself, so I can remain in my truth, balanced, and not allow my ego to get out of control and to rule me anymore. That's what was happening before. So that's why the Divine Masculine is feeling anxious. I'm using the hidden truths now. Is because they've got so much going on. They are working hard and staying focused. So they're doing everything in their power to remain in their truth, not to get distracted with the chaos and conflict that's going on outside of them. And they're excited, impatient. They want it now. But they're being responsible. They're being thorough because they don't want to come forwards. Fearful. Allowing the fear, the ego to rule. They want to come forwards in their heart space with the truth of who they are. But as you know yourself, it is frustrating and we do get impatient at times because we do want it now. But the Divine Masculines are really observing themselves, learning about themselves, and not making decisions, not coming forwards until they know that they're ready, that the fact that they can give you all, that everything is sorted out, so they don't mess you about anymore. So let's see what else wants to come through. You speak to me through music, yeah, signs. Wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing, there's always a situation that happens where I'm in a shop or I get in a car and there's a song that comes on. Or I just hear it in a distance, which I know that is you speaking to me, Divine Feminine. I know it's our special, it could be a special song that you used to listen to together. And they know that that's the sign that they can't get away from you, that they're being reminded of you, of how beautiful you are, and they connect with that excitement, that love, feeling alive when they hear this music. And the same thing happens to you as well, Divine Feminines, and you think that it's just you that it happens to. As I mentioned before, there's my Divine Masculine speaking to me. You speak to your Divine Masculine through music. It resonates with them, the lyrics of the songs, and just the music. The tune, it touches their soul and they know that it's coming from you. It means so much to them. And I lost myself for a little while, yeah. I lost myself. And I've been finding myself in this preparation, Divine Feminine. I didn't realise how lost I was. And that was the same for you, Divine Feminine. You didn't realise how lost you were. You thought that, you was getting on with life and everything was flowing, and then your divine counterpart, your Divine Masculine, come into your life, and it's just like this explosion. Your whole world was turned upside down. And from then on, you had, in the bubble phase, that ultimate that experience, which was experiencing your own energy. But then from then on, it's just been feeling as if everything's falling apart, that nothing makes any sense, that you're going crazy, you felt ill. And that's because you've been going through ego death. You have been dying. You've been letting go of old self, and finding yourself, who you truly are, listening to the truth of who you are. And it's very, very exhausting learning about yourself, and exactly the same thing happens to your Divine Masculine. And when you have that initial, in that bubble phase, when you're experiencing that love for self through this physical person, you get frightened because it feels so good, and the ego thinks that you're lost then, which is very frightening to the Divine Masculine as well. It's just like, oh my goodness, I can't be feeling this way. I'm going to end up getting hurt. I need to protect myself as well. So there's two messages that's coming through for this card that's come through from this message today. But yeah, both of you have been lost. Didn't realise that you were so lost. And you can't go back to how things were before when you were lost. It may have felt more peaceful at that time, but it was false peacefulness. It wasn't true peacefulness. You're out of your comfort zone now, and so is your Divine Masculine. And as I said, it's not an easy process. finding yourself, and your divine masculine was so lost. And you coming into their life, it threw them. They wasn't expecting it. They always knew that it was possible, and they always knew that that's what they did want to experience, but they didn't know that that was going to happen at that time. And they weren't ready to find themselves when you first come together. You were forced to go into this preparation so both of you could find yourself individually, so you can come together. So to find that happiness within yourself, to fulfill yourself, to balance those energies of the divine masculine, divine feminine within you. My life is not as together as it seems, divine feminine. I am feeling anxious, overwhelmed. I'm sorting a lot of things out. I miss you so much because I know that you're my home. I have been having sleepless nights, and I just feel overwhelmed with all of the wisdom, the sacred wisdom that I am receiving as well, trying to take it all in. So there's a lot going on for this divine masculine. And there's excitement as well, excitement when they're hearing the music, when they're connecting with that love. But there is still things that they're sorting out, and they're frustrated because they want it to be all sorted out now. They want to come back, but they know that it's got to be in divine timing. And let's see what else. I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, I want to tell you how I feel, and I know that I will tell you in divine timing. I wish it could be now. And I know that you may see things or hear things as if my life is so wonderful and I'm doing so well, but so much is going on behind the scenes. I have been suffering. I have been missing you. I have felt confused and crazy, the same as you, divine feminine. And it was my fault, but I blamed you. So yeah, they're having to forgive themselves. That's what they're working through, forgiveness of self for how they've treated themselves, things that have happened in the past, and how they've treated you as well, divine feminines, because they were lost, because they didn't know who they were, because they were coming from ego, from a place of fear. And if you've been watching me for some time, you know that actually, on this journey, we are moving away from duality. So there is no blame, there is no good, bad, fault involved. But on the surface, and there maybe have been a very painful conversation that was very hurtful for you, divine feminines, where your divine masculine said it's all your fault. If it wasn't for you, this wouldn't be happening to me. Blah, blah, blah. Victim mentality. They're letting go of this, and they want you to know that, they're owning this. They're taking responsibility of their actions and behaviour, and working out why it was that they behaved the way they did and why they blamed you. And that does take courage, and you have to be strong and focused to be able to work through the reasons why, to go that deep within. So it isn't your default, divine feminine, and that's what you've been doing, is releasing this victim mentality and this blame for blaming your divine masculine, where if you hadn't come into my life, I wouldn't be going through this, blah, blah, blah. If it wasn't for that person that had done that, I wouldn't be feeling. You're taking this responsibility. That's why this is, your divine masculine is able to do this now, because of the internal work that you're doing, because you're one energy or one soul. But they do want to tell you how they feel. So remain in your truth, divine feminine, staying in your truth, staying in your power, and trusting in divine timing, trusting in that deep inner knowing, that unexplainable love that is within you, cherishing these signs, knowing that God is speaking to you, that you can trust God, the universe, Ask for support, the strength that you need, Divine Feminines, to help you through whatever it is that you're facing in your life right now, especially at this time, as I said, to the global solstice and the full moon in Capricorn. When you're feeling triggered, don't look outside of you to blame, look at yourself, because your Divine Masculine is looking at themselves, and they're working, there's a lot of chaos that is going on that they're having to sort out. It's not running smoothly. And really, that, Divine Feminines, when you're in your truth, because you're one energy, you're one soul, you know what's going on. Through these messages that I'm channeling from your Divine Masculine, this is confirming, but you don't need approval or validation of what you already know. This is just signs that's coming through this reading that's helping you remain in your truth. So I'm going to use messages of unconditional love from the Divine Masculine now to see what else wants to come through. Yeah, so they are anxious. So what else is it the Divine Masculine would love to share and express in this moment? What is it you want your Divine Feminine to know? So those flipped. 3. Strong faith. The love I feel for you empowers me and gives me the strength to face my fears. Yes. When I hear the music, when I hear you speaking to me, Divine Feminine, when I'm in my truth and I'm allowing myself to feel that love so deeply, it empowers me. It does give me the strength to sort things out in my life, to trust myself, to know that I am good enough of receiving you, Divine Feminine. You've got a hold over me. You don't know how powerful you are. Yeah, you don't know how powerful you are, Divine Feminine. You have got a hold over me. Nobody else has got to me or made me feel the way I felt when you come into my life. And I have had to work out what that means and what it is that I did actually experience. And as I've told you many times, Divine Feminines, through these channeled messages from your Divine Masculine and through the twin flame readings I do, it's what you experience is your own energy. That's why it was so addictive. That's why it felt so good. But we get carried away and we think it's to do with the physical person. It's because this is your other self, and your Divine Masculine found it very frightening that the fact that you had a hold over them, because they're so used to just being able to protect and put that layer over their heart, to shut themselves off from people. But with you, that was impossible. They couldn't do that. You are so powerful, and it's because they come across their own power. And that's what they're working through. And when I'm with you, I feel comfortable and confident in who I truly am, which goes back to home. I found myself when you come into my life, and it felt so good. I felt so comfortable, confident. I felt as if I could take the world on. Nothing would faze me. I felt excited about my dreams, my desires. I felt so capable. I was so excited for life. And that's what you felt as well, Divine Feminines. And that's because it was your pure energy that you felt. And tell me that I'm not crazy. Tell me that I'm not crazy when I see these signs. When I hear the music, you speaking to me, when I hear messages from God, from the universe, and certain things happen, tell me that I'm not going crazy, Divine Feminine. And that's what you want, your Divine Masculine. You want your Divine Masculine to confirm what's going on with you as well when you're experiencing that sacred love-making energy and you're having these deep experiences with your Divine Masculine. It's just like, is this really happening? Does my Divine Masculine, are they feeling this? Your Divine Masculine feels as if they're going crazy, just the same, Divine Feminine. They get very lonely and very sad at times as well, because they hide it from you, and they hide it from others as well. that's how they deal with it. They deal with it different. And I know that a lot of you are saying, well, why don't they turn to me then? Because I would nurture them, I would help them. I would tell them that they're not going crazy, but that isn't the journey. You've got to both do this individually so you can come together and live this very beautiful adventure together. You're being prepared so you can have this relationship in the physical. You couldn't have the relationship in the physical before because you was in separation consciousness. You didn't know who you were, but you've been finding yourself in this time, not physically being with your divine masculine, and you've been learning to fulfill, to love yourself unconditionally so you can love this physical person, because that is your other self, unconditionally, love them unconditionally, and to love everything from this place of truth of unconditional love of who you are. So this is why this divine masculine is feeling very anxious, because they're forgiving themselves. They're anxious about the day that they're going to express how they truly feel. But they know that that will be in divine timing, and they want you to know that that day will come. So you trust divine timing, and that you are their home, and they are so frustrated and feeling impatient with themselves, with the universe, because they want to be home now with you. But there's things that they're still sorting out. So beautiful messages from this divine masculine. I do hope that it resonates. I hope that it's helped you understand you, divine feminine, what you're facing right now. You could be in deep forgiveness, having to forgive some more of self and things that have happened in your past, releasing this blame and forgiveness of this physical person, your divine masculine as well. And just feeling anxious about where you're heading in life, just trying to get comfortable in this uncertainty, trusting in divine timing with everything in your life, trusting the universe, speaking to the universe at this time. So thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful channeled message from the divine masculine. Let me know if it does resonate with you, and most importantly, stay focused, believe and trust in that deep inner knowing, that unexplainable love that's within you. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, because it really does help my channel grow. That's if you feel connected to me and you understand me. And I'm sending you so much love, my support, my strength and light, and I love you so very much. See you.
Oh, what's your soul saying?